Hi Geminis, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your fork in the road, mid-April to mid-May 2018 reading. I felt like this was an important message at this time. I had a lot of people ask for readings when it comes to a fork in the road. It's like, which way do I go now, or do I just sit down here and think about it for a while? Okay, but I also asked for clarification of the energies for the day and received from the vice versa tarot this Emperor in reverse. Now normally to me he's telling you can choose to take and make a new step ahead in a path, but I think you guys are like, you have one foot out there, but you're at such a premature stage somehow in your spiritual path that you haven't grown into the Fool yet. You know, and we're all the Fool. That's how we start out. So it's a point where we've been sitting for a period of time, and now I feel the energies of restlessness and rebelliousness can start to evolve. Now with you guys, well, let's move into this. Okay, so with the Journey of Love deck by Alana Fairchild, I'm going to pull a card to close with at the end so Spirit can close with any specific messages or guidance they'd like to offer. So dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini with clearly defined messages regarding Gemini's life path here on earth at this time, on into and through the next month or so. Ooh. Okay, so the card representing you guys at this time that we'll close with, pardon me, is number 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 is 1 plus 1, which is 2, right? So if you're worried about coming together in the end with a particular business, with a particular direction, Spirit saying that either way you go, it's about enjoying with this person, with this business. But Spirit just wants you to dance right now. Upward. A spiral of education. Moving to a higher level in your spiritual path. Congratulations. So I'm going to hold this spot in the book and any particular other areas by which in this circle spread Spirit would like to provide more information. So dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini with clearly defined messages regarding Gemini's life path here on earth at this time, on into and through the next month of mid-April to mid-May 2018. Love and romance, career and finance. So the energies representing your life path here on earth at this time, Geminis, are the fates. Some of you have watched a beautiful dream come down in front of you, and you got to enjoy it for but a moment, and now it's going to fall between your fingers and move on in its path. So there may have been a beautiful message, a beautiful gift, a beautiful surprise in connection with someone that just really was beautiful, but it was meant for just a period of time because it was a lesson for some of you, not all of you. So you had, you know, in the first week or two of watching this video, some of you, not all of you, whomever's energies I'm pulling for this general reading, your heart will be almost like wide open to injury. And I'm feeling that because I also feel like Spirit saying now is the time to sweep away old regrets, pain, frustration, maybe even a romantic connection, so you can move forward into a new path that opens up to even more beautiful paths, that opens you up to even a better, more beautiful foundation in front of you, where you can look around your own space and recognize all the wonderful things you already have. And that's when a loving energy will come forward that wants to just care for you and cuddle you and give to you. I also received a message for somebody when it comes to restaurant ownership. Yes, follow your heart. That's the right direction. People will eventually, and that isn't this energy. This energy is between two people, but I am feeling like if you're asking about will I prosper when it comes to a relationship, or not a relationship. What is the other thing I'm thinking? Catering or restaurant. Okay, so in your mental aspects position, we've got truth be told. Okay, so some of you have, well, with these energies, what happens when we come together with someone, we reflect each other at a particular point in our life, where we're at with our energies. And that's why we pull so close to someone, because they are reflecting exactly either what we're going through or who we are at that time in our path. But it's like, truth be told, now you're starting to recognize, do I still wear this mask, or do I take it off and take this knowledge and experience here that I've created via the owl and fly into this new beginning, because I recognize how I've changed and who I am now. Big messages there. So in your relationship sector, some of you are sitting there with this yin, waiting for your yang, and your cup is empty, right? And it's lined up with what felt fated. But if it was fated to happen, why would your cup be empty? So what path were you on before? And what truth needs to be told to yourself and your thoughts about your path ahead? Wow. In your creative aspects position, this is about finding peace. So sweep away any negative energies, people, places, circumstances, situations, environments, and focus on the path that brings you the most peace in the next 2-3 weeks. Wow, because here's what you guys are manifesting if you step past the end of this path. I feel like you guys are on just the tip of this long and difficult path. And in your actions position, you can create a new life in some way. Now, what's interesting is there is something fated here. I feel like a relationship made you guys, not even a relationship, a connection with another human being rose you to a higher spiritual level. You learned something about yourself, and you're sitting there with an empty cup, but you're coming to peace because you're understanding what the lesson taught you. And this, therefore, is going to help for you to give new life to a new path, to new experiences, like a restaurant, like a catering company. So in your and if you were led to hear this video, know that people are drawn to certain videos just by chance. Not by chance, by spirit guiding you. So if you've come here and it is a restaurant situation, know that this deep knowing that you have in your emotional aspects position is because of your experience and knowledge. You are smiling like the moon because deep inside you know that the path ahead of you is going to continue to bring you peace. You recognized what did not, and now you're giving life in your actions position to something brand spanking new. And Spirit is helping you there. Well, they're always helping. So in your subconscious, some of you, not all of you, are thinking about someone by which you thought was a soulmate, but it's tied up with the Fates card and the empty cup, waiting for your yang. Right? All right. So in your practical day-to-day matters position, it's about figuring out, is this a loyal heart? Or what is my heart going to be loyal to? Or who is it that brings me peace? Or the most peace? Okay, that thought should come right to you if you're trying to make a decision between people, or maybe an old path and a new path, in whatever way it applies, which could be many things. So in your inner strengths position, Spirit is offering you the exchanging gifts energies to connect in a fun way, a playful way, with this fated connection, but to wait for a little bit more information as something is coming to life that your heart is loyal to, because you let go of an old mask and you're finding peace. And it's this peace and the exchanging of communication with others that's going to help you to give birth to a new life path. This is awesome. This is right on cue. So in a 3-card summary to my right, in the first week and a half to 2 weeks from watching this reading, we have someone offering all of their heart. Truth be told, who your tribe is now. Who are the people you're connecting with? Where do you feel is the right space for yourself? You have the building blocks and the energies to come to the edge and look over, but you don't have to jump into a new path in the first week and a half or 2. There's a lesson in the first couple weeks here from watching the video that all that glitters is not gold. That once the gold blows away and you take off the mask, it's time to understand who and or what that situation is beneath it all. If there's unfinished messages still at this point for someone who's been waiting for a period of time for things to change, it is not going to. Keep your heart open to that which makes you happy and peaceful. Here you are, happy, happy, happy. Hopefully making the right decisions in your path to accept this energy of happiness in the here and now, in your own space. What can I do day to day that makes me happy, that I want to get up and do in the morning or in the evenings instead of watching TV, turning off the TV, lighting a candle, playing soft music, and just becoming back in the here and now with who I was as a child. What did I like to do? How can I get the supplies and get started? Maybe I can sell this gift, talent, or skill online and start a small business for myself. In the meantime, as you're working on stuff like that, Spirit's saying you will come to understand that your cup has been left empty because I think you didn't fill it for yourself, whoever's energies this is. And so when it comes to someone else, they probably didn't fill it for themselves either. Therefore, how can you give something to someone else if you don't have it yourself, right? So the situation isn't for you. Maybe not the person, maybe not now, but you know, this connection right now, yes, is not for you when it comes to a person. Now, when we've got this treasure I'm talking about, when it comes to a path financially, it is time to leave something behind because Spirit's bringing in abundance when you're unexpectedly not even seeing it. So as you have time in your space, as you're working on a creative project, pray to Spirit and meditate on what this new path will look like. Draw a corner office, you know. Create what an art studio would look like to you. How you need to just open a page on Etsy or Amazon or whoever. And as you pray, Spirit's going to blow the wind and the waves of your boat in the proper direction. They just want you to understand that I think you have gone the distance, some of you, not all of you, when it comes to a situation. And after you've put all the work into chopping this wood, you get to sit back now and pray to Spirit in the next 3 weeks. Find that peace and ask Spirit to guide you and bring you new messages. And right after that 3rd week, almost by the 4th week, I feel that's when a message is going to come in. That's when you guys are going to have a deep knowing that, yes, it is time to move forward from an old path that no longer serves me. So there'll be cleaning up, thinking, setting goals, understanding that this is a blessed path for you. So in the outcome position, we have serendipity. This is that exchanging gifts, communication with others, understanding because things are happening a certain way that it is indeed meant to be financially. So Spirit's saying now you need to understand that they are trying to work all this out according to divine timing, which is a very big job. So with the by the book energies, they're saying, you know, things will come in the way they're supposed to come. And when it comes to you, it's about, you know, bringing closure to a path in a very kind way, not burning bridges and etc., so that there are fair energies. Because if you go into a new path and you were unfair or something not nice to someone, then what happens is you have that happen in your path to you. And yeah, here's the fork in the road. There's going to come a point where in the fork in the road and you start to understand emotionally where your peace lies and where your heart lies and what it is you truly want to do, you're going to find yourself being able to breathe. You're going to be able, whoever this is, to understand that you can exchange and connect with others, or you have in the past because you needed to learn more about yourself, but that there is no place like where you are right now. So be an observer. When it comes to relationships, I think when it comes to this financial path ahead, there's already like this positive energy of, yeah, I know we're going to succeed, or I know I'm going to succeed in this new path. I'm so excited about this new path. I now know that when I pass that last test, that I have a beautiful, it's like a storybook. I chose a new path and the blessings came in the form of financial abundance. Yeah. So as you guys were working on a situation, putting a lot of energy into financial abundance, prosperity, a new business, new idea, new something, and you've been working on it in your mental aspects position, you're getting to the point where you have outgrown a path and you're looking at, okay, how much do I have? Is this enough for me to maybe live off of as I move forward? For those of you who are older and thinking about retiring. In your relationship sector, your cup is open. And Spirit is saying that you have the magician energies at this point in your life. You have all of the elements at your fingertips. Fire, water, air, earth. So you can manifest what it is you want to fill your own cup with at this time in the next 2-3 weeks. So keep putting in that energy. Keep saving, but don't worry about money. Recognize that your money is starting to flow more beautifully as you find peace in your heart about a situation, as you know that it's time to move into a new path. Now, creatively, you guys are able to find peace in this beautiful Palace of Wands. Now that deck represents this particular card as glorious sunsets and warm, lush gardens. This is where you will find peace creatively, Geminis, in the next 2-3 weeks. If you put the energy into a new project and just tighten up on your cash a little bit, but do not worry about finances or you will block them from coming in your path. So in your, Spirit's got you back when they show you that card. But if you worry about it, you could stagnate great things. Speaking of great things, in the next 3-4 weeks, we have this new life being born here for you. And look at this. You're shining like the sun. You're feeling like a kid again. You are thankful that you took the time to put the energy into this project. You had a deep knowing of the place you wanted to go and the peace you wanted to find. Some of you, not all of you, may be wondering, should I offer a person to come with me? Does that person want to come with me? There's a deep knowing that there's a loyal heart energy here. There is a thought for someone. Subconsciously, there is a hope to manifest not only a beautiful path, but that this karmic connection that this person thinks is a karmic connection, which I also feel, brought them subconsciously towards their soulmate. So one of you Geminis, in your subconscious position, you're trying to manifest the truth. And you're going to take the steps forward to get to the truth of a new path. Now, the Ace of Swords is a beautiful path. It's an offer from the universe to start a new beginning, but it's one of the harder swords because it has a double edge to it. Therefore, this person will have to cut away from all of the path of the past. Their people, places, circumstances, situations, environments, and start a new beginning. But they've already kind of put their energy into it. They're just fearing, you guys are fearing money, and Spirit's saying, look at the Palace of Wands. That's where your peace is at. So in your practical day-to-day matters position, some of you, not all of you, are trying to get to the truth of a situation when it comes maybe to which person should I bring with me? Where is my heart truly at? There's a difficult decision here with the Two of Swords, but at some point, do you want to move towards that Palace of Wands and peace, or are you going to sit here in discontent with a blindfold on, not doing the research, not taking the steps forward to get that peace within. Wow. So in your inner strengths position, Spirit's saying, offer the gifts of your heart, offer the gifts of kind words. And for some of you, not all of you, you have the inner strengths to allow your tenderness and your love to lead you into a place by which there is just an overflowing abundance of love and prosperity and happiness and joy. This is what the new life can look like, Geminis, if you put your energy into this new path. Wow. I cannot get a sign of who this is because I think this person is so decisive about maybe a partner. However, this is making sense to you guys because there are so many energies around me right now. In the first week and a half to 2 weeks, we have you guys finally, okay, good, here. So you see something or feel something that is definitely faded and you've been putting energy into it, you've been trying to work on it, you've been trying to manifest and create something with it. And for some of you, this person could have Aries in their chart, or you're carrying the Emperor energies of getting clear, organized, logical, disciplined, and focused when it comes to your bank account, when it comes to who you used to be, who you want to be now, who you want to offer your heart to, and who you want to find peace with in the Palace of Wands. Who's your tribe? Are you staying with the same tribe? Are you moving on to a new tribe? Spirit is guiding the path ahead of you when it comes to what it is you're hoping, wishing, or praying for. Some of you may be hoping, wishing, and praying to reconnect with someone from the past. Ask Spirit to blow your boat as you're working on something else in the direction by which they want you to go. In the outcome position, in the next 4 weeks or so, Geminis, there's going to be serendipity because some of you may you're contemplating taking a trip, but you're up in your head about it. And Spirit's trying to guide you to be fair and to do things by the book. So if there's a situation here where there is something that's not being done by the book, that's going to affect your financial area. So we don't want to do that. Yeah, some of you, not all of you, are receiving a message in the first couple weeks here about a business idea or from a connection that's new with a fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because this is general. Maybe they're with someone older than them who has water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and they're feeling kind of stuck right now. With the Eight of Swords, this is a figment of our imagination. You guys created a bubble around yourself, and if you could just recognize that, you can break that bubble, and the swords will dissipate along with it, and you can free yourself. There is a new path ahead of you guys somehow here with the Ace of Cups, which to me is the most beautiful ace. This is about praying to Spirit about exactly what it is you want them to fill your cup with in this new beautiful path. This could be financial abundance, prosperity, love, romance, happiness, friendship, whatever it is. Business partner, business idea. You're going to be celebrating a new foundation. At a new home, a new location, a new business building. Some of you are wanting to go and build a life away from the Seven of Wands energies, where something has become too challenging. And you're looking at yourself. Here we all are. We're always the fool, right? And at some point, we get into the energies of, am I using this type of energy? Because if I am, which is, could be an addiction, could be person, place, situation, anyone negative, we're keeping ourselves trapped here. But we could leave. The door's open. We could make a different choice. For some of you, not all of you, you want to go and get some clarity, which is fair. If you're trying to move into a path of a new business or a new home, definitely go to that location, check out houses there, check out the feelings you feel. You don't necessarily need to know exactly where you're going. It's about enjoying the journey on the way, right? So with the Chariot energies as a major arcana, Spirit is going to help to guide you in the path by which you will find success. And during that path, I think some of you, not all of you, are receiving or wanting to give a message to someone who's younger, who may have water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You can't make a decision. Remember, we talked about, where is my heart loyal to? I have 2 swords, and I have 2 paths, and I have 2 decisions to make, and I can't seem to make them. Well, with the major arcana judgment, this is Spirit's way of being able to help for you to reflect, and now to imagine your path ahead, and to make the right choice. Yeah, you're looking, some of you, not all of you, for maybe someone who does well financially, who's secure in their own, to come together and have a happily ever after with one another. Some of you are thinking of someone who, with the Empress energies, are very spiritual, creative. If this is you guys, this is you being able to manifest that happily ever after with someone who's very financially independent and secure. Yes. Once you leave a long and difficult path behind, once you let all the swords, the weight of what has transpired in your life behind, you will step into this position of great success. For some of you, you haven't been able to rest and move forward because of someone older than you who has fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo. But here you are with the Fool card energies, wanting to take a risk and jump in a new direction, wanting to sneak away from an environment, understanding how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back and say, how can I move forward and manifest something even more fulfilling in my life? Some of you are thinking about an older water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and you're trying to get to the truth of a situation. There have been messages sent out back and forth, and now at some point your ship is going to come in, and you're going to go into the Hanged Man energies, and you're going to recognize, by looking at things from every perspective, that a certain time has come. And even though it feels sad, I still keep hearing it's time to celebrate, because creatively you can create this beautiful, peaceful, gorgeous environment. So remain balanced. If it is a third-party connection, speak your truth, get your clarity, and decide that, I have the strength to let go if something does not work for me. Some of you want to rush in quickly towards an air sign, or someone's coming toward you quickly. Air sign is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because this is general. I think the advice is to face your fears right now. Even if something doesn't work out in our life, we can get on the other side of it and see it as a success because we got to the answer, and we no longer have to sit in a position of stagnancy. All right, so the card we pulled for you guys is the Spiral Dance of the Goddess from a, well, let me see where I want to start here. Okay, so as the light travails through darkness, pain and suffering can arise in waves. Best to be present to it. Trust that it is not a permanent condition, and wait for the spiral to twist from dark to light again, always moving closer and closer to the purity of the center and expanding outward eternally, as though you are being inhaled by the divine, filling cosmic lungs as they reach far and wide, taking in all of life. You are growing. You are bringing more of your light into form. You may be meeting obstacles in yourself and in the world, but this is because you are bringing through the light. If there were nothing happening, there would be no obstacles. Bless them as signs that you are proceeding, and empower them no more. You shall be. All else is divine timing. the inner movement in expressive flow, an outward breath of dance and light, becoming one, becoming free. Gosh, okay, hold on. I'm messing up the cards. I have so much to say. But I'm going to see if we summoned it up in this deck here. Before the reading, I pulled a card just in case I wanted to reflect back, or I had another moment that I wanted to express something. So the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck is what we'll close with for sure, by Colette Baron Reid. And you guys received the Resting Tree. Now this is why during the video I was kind of like, okay. So this is definitely a time in the next month for patience and stillness. The Resting Tree is a sign for you to stop focusing and planning and be at peace in the moment. This is the representative of non-action and relaxation. Patience is the key between being with this ally. The Resting Tree asks you to slow down, sit back, and watch the roses bloom and the birds feed in the meadow. It isn't the time to forge ahead in any way. You may not be taking enough breaks, so if you're invited to be still and contemplate your good fortune, it's a good time to do so. It means blessings in the chaos of your life will make sense. This is a sign to allow everything to fall away except the stillness of the moment. It's like living within the space between breaths. The Resting Tree can appear as a challenge and asks you to consider if you're so frenetic that all you can think about is how stressed you are. Running around and overdoing anything only makes you a human doing and not a human being. This is a sign to be careful, or you may become physically ill, or at the very least, unable to enjoy your life. So be still. It's time to meditate and take the time out that you need, or you'll make some mistakes that you may regret later. Don't worry. All those things you're trying to manage will still be there when you're ready to move forward again. Only then will you have a clearer head with which to think. So that's the energy I kept hemming and hawing about, because there is a lot of thought here, but I'm feeling as well like there's a lot of energy of wanting to rush in a certain direction. But before you can step in a new path with a sword, you need to let go of a second sword. So there's a choice between two. If you need me to help guide you when it comes to those type of decisions, feel free to email me so I can read your individual energy. Just provide me with your sun sign and any particular questions or concerns by which you'd like me to meditate on during your video. My email address is josiek42@gmail.com. Take care and God bless.